Hey guys, it's Greg. This is going to be a different type of video, yet it still deals with symbolism and being shown and told what could possibly happen, or messages that are sent through uh, television, fiction. Except this is, in this case, yeah, I see it as fiction, but supposedly real life events, things. So, and I will go ahead and tell you now, if you want to keep your illusions about the NFL, you need to turn this off now. So I'll give you a second to think about that. Alright, seconds up. Alright. 2001 going into 2002. That season, especially during the AFC Championship game, I knew, or the playoff games, I knew that the Patriots were going to the Super Bowl. We had the Tuck rule, we got the Raiders robbed out of it. You know, everything came down to a rule. Okay. Now, let's think about this, okay? During all of these war years, I mean, Afghanistan's still going on. The Patriots have had their dynasty. And I believed in all this myself. I mean, I've been playing fantasy football forever. Since 2009, I've been playing on NFL.com. And I have played as many as 36 teams before. You get 6 teams per account, and I've got 6 accounts. So I have played as many as 36 teams before. Now I usually just play either 12 or 6, which I'm not playing anymore. And I'm jonesing bad. I'm got extreme anxiety over this, because right now I would have already drafted my teams. I would be looking at trades, looking at I would have watched the preseason games. I would have tried to look and see who the prospects were to pick up later. I haven't done any of that this year, and anxiety is like out the roof for this. But it all goes back to last year's championship games, especially the AFC game, where it was blatant. I mean, just blatant. Okay? I'm not Jalen Ramsey. I don't make millions of dollars. But even I know that there is no such thing as a force-out rule anymore. And I can't find a clip for this one. I do have a clip for another one that I'll put in. It came from a guy named Mad Boys. I'm going to leave his link to this video, the clip that I took, in the description box. Please at least go to his video and give him a thumbs up for putting this out there. Okay, let me see if I can lay out my premise. First of all, I'm watching the game, and Brandon Cooks, good grief, let's just get a new one, shall we? Brandon Cooks runs from the slot and gets to the sideline, and it's a jump ball. Jalen Ramsey is shadowing the hell out of this guy. Jalen Ramsey at this time is being touted as one of the best, if not the best, corner in the NFL. Okay, explain to me how the best corner in the NFL does not know that there is no force-out rule anymore. Brandon Cooks is 2 feet off the ground, catches the ball, he's on the sideline. Just push him out. It's incomplete. You don't have to let him get his tiptoes down. That happens, and I'm like, what the hell? I'm screaming at the TV because I see this going on. And then the Fournette play happens. Leonard Fournette comes out of the background. He gets past the flat, and he's wide open. Bortles puts the ball right on him. I mean, it's there. Just reach out and catch it, and you're gone. This is the clip that I did find, and I'm going to add it on. The man just drops his arms. Doesn't even try to catch the ball. The ball is there. And you're going to see in this guy's clip. By the way, this guy, the volume, I don't know, it's out of control. And I'm not adjusting it, so you may want to get, before I sign off and tell you, okay, the clip's coming up, you may want to hit the volume. For what I pay for this software, it's high budget, but it's low effort. Let's put it that way. I'm not editing that shit. I've played around with audio on this thing before, and it just does not work for me. I haven't figured this out that part out yet. So, all right, now let me see if I can lay this down. All right, why would they cheat? Why would all this happen? Well, let's look at the two teams that made the Super Bowl. The Eagles, which there was some cheating or rigging. I'm not saying cheating, I'm saying rigging. Okay? This was not cheating. This was, I'm not even going to catch the damn ball. And like this guy says, I cannot believe CBS showed a reverse angle of this. Evidently, CBS wasn't in on it. Or maybe they were, and they just have to show you. I saw a guy tell something about, you know, we always talk about the cosmic karma rule where they have to tell you. This guy had a different take on that. He said that if they tell you and you don't say no, then you're giving them their consent, your consent. That makes just as much sense to me as the cosmic karma. If nothing, it might make more sense, because in their, you know, lunatic minds, well, if we tell them this and they don't say anything about it, which is what I'm doing now, but not enough people are going to see this, and it's not going to matter. And let me say this. By my saying what I'm about to say, I'm not trying to manifest anything. I'm not trying to create, not even trying to plant seeds. I'm just trying to, I have debated with myself about even making this video for a couple of months now. I've mentioned this to Matt at Quantum Conscious. I've talked with him about this, and I know that there was at least one time when I saw a video where he said that something about he didn't want to know about the NFL, and because he at least wanted to have his one illusion. And you know, I had told him prior to telling him this that, you know, I don't know if I should tell you this stuff, but anyway, I'm going to lay this out. The two teams that made the Super Bowl from rigging. Okay, Jacksonville was mopping the floor with the Patriots, unless that was just made to look that way too. I don't know. But even still, the two teams that made it were the Patriots and the Eagles. Okay, two symbols of the United States. Patriots are a symbol for individual Americans that believe in the Constitution, believe in our inalienable rights, And there are people that take this to the extreme. I think they don't. I personally, I don't think they're taking it to the extreme. I think that there's nothing wrong with militia training. Uh, anyway, so let's just say individuals or militias or anyone that would fight back against tyranny. Now, the eagle is the American, the national symbol. So we can assume that that could stand for the United States government. Okay, so the Eagles win the Super Bowl, which means the United States government would crush any patriotism that rose up against it. Is that the meaning? I don't know. Can't tell you. You know, the stuff is easy to see if you look at it with the right eyes, but deciphering it is completely different. It's almost like you have to wait for the event to happen. I mean, is 2018 the year for martial law? I don't know. I am worried to death that something, because of these two teams being football related, that we're going to wind up with some type of a terrorist attack, fake terrorist attack, at a stadium. And that is what worries me, and I don't want to manifest that. And I don't know that we can. I still don't know that I don't know that I'm really convinced in the manifestation thing. It's like it all goes back to the quantum eraser, theory. I still have that in the back of my mind, and when you're talking about this stuff, there are three words that always stay. That they never go away, and that's suggestion, observation, and then manifestation. But I do not believe that we are responsible for what they do. This may be a campaign to make us believe that if we talk about this stuff, we're creating it, therefore they get off the hook. I don't know that I'm convinced on that. But, back to the NFL and the what took place this past year, in the playoff games. It just was blatant. The Fournette thing sealed it for me. But the moment that I saw Brandon Cooks tiptoe that ball inside the sideline with Jalen Ramsey just standing there, I thought, what, is he an idiot? Did he forget where he's at? I'm screaming at him, push him out. And then it just, and then I'm screaming at the TV, why didn't you push him out? You know what? My daughter hates football season because I'm usually in there screaming at the top of my lungs at the TV, at either refs or dumbass players or what have you. I have this, look, I've played football. I've been involved in football since I was 6 years old. Okay? I know the rules to football. I have this ability that when they show the broadcast view, immediately in my mind I see what the offense is versus what the defense, any adjustments that need to be made. I can tell what the packages are. Single high safety, that's not going to work compared to this. And when you're playing the Patriots, you always have to watch the check down man. They don't run the ball. They run the ball through check downs. Amendola is the main weapon. He's the running back. I mean, they had LeGarrette Blount for a couple of years, and He rumbled and stumbled and bumbled. You know that if you're an old ESPN man, bumbling, stumbling, rumbling. Yeah, he could run the ball, but I mean, look at the Patriots. What their running game is the check down. So you keep a spy. You don't. You don't open up. Anyway, I see the game. I see what's happening. I see the offense, and this happens in college too. I mean, it's like watching chess. You know, I see the board, and I know the pieces, and I know what's going. Maybe that's my only talent. I don't know, because I don't have a lot of talents. But as far as I was trying to lay down this premise of this other stuff, and I got off on a tangent. I apologize. This is something that bothers me because right now, like I said, I am very anxious. I mean, I want to go in there right now. I still got until Thursday to draft teams if I wanted, but I'd be doing it blind. And even still, I could pick up, you know, it'd be more of a challenge even now. And it's like that urge to just, I've got to do this, you know. And it's like quitting smoking. It's just, alright, but anyway, back to the, why did they want the Eagles and the Patriots in the Super Bowl? Because obviously it was rigged to get there. The AFC game was more blatant than the NFC game. You know, there was some things questionable things that happened in the NFC game. Okay, let's take the ref, for instance, in the AFC game, celebrating with the Patriots. okay, let's just leave that out, but let's add it in to, just to put it in the back of your mind. Okay, you got one ref that just loves it because the Patriots just scored. And by the time you add in the Jalen Ramsey play with Brandon Cooks, and then the Leonard Fournette, which you're going to see in a moment, it's just the NFL saying the Patriots are going to be in the Super Bowl. And then on the NFC side, which I couldn't find any clips for, but there was rigging. I mean, you know, some of you people are NFC fans. I'm sure you saw this. Now, I'm an AFC fan. I do not like NFC teams. I don't give a damn who's playing in the Super Bowl. If it's the Cleveland Browns playing somebody, I'm pulling for the Browns. I do not pull for NFC teams. Even the Panthers. I hate the Panthers. Now, had Jerry Richardson put them in the AFC, he put them in the NFC because he used to play for the Colts, which used to be in the NFC. But now, when they did the realignment. Anyway, all that said and done, I'm an AFC fan, so I pay a lot more attention to AFC teams. I was a big Ravens fan, have been for years. I saw Ray Lewis live with a pick six. Have pictures of that same pick six. And I was elated. But when they took a knee in London, I said, that's enough. I've had enough of that. So I just decided I'm going to go to the Chiefs. You know. Anyway, now I don't even know that I'll watch a pro game this year. I think I'm just going to stick with college ball unless I give in to my urge. You know what? Because never mind. Alright guys, I'm just going to end this here because see if I could, I'm just going to say what I intended to say, and I see this is running long. I'm sorry, I apologize. I've just kind of gone off on a tangent. At least please go check, you know, to the link, click this guy's video and give him a thumbs up. You know, that's the least I can ask you to do for me taking his clip. and using it for my purposes. So, um, anyway, is something going to happen this year because of these two symbols? You know, we've been told stuff through fiction, through television, through. Matt just did a video that showed all the little crazy sayings. You know, there's something in the air. With like on September 11th, 2001, when they were talking about Michael Jordan, he's going to be playing for the Wizards, and then there's something in the air, and it's quiet here. It's really quiet. It's too quiet. All the crazy little tidbits and pieces of things that were said on that morning prior to it happening. It's not like we know that they tell us this shit. It's not like that we don't know this. I'm just asking, was the Super Bowl, we know the halftime shows are like ritualistic, but was the two teams, the symbols of the teams that were in the Super Bowl, was that meant for us to put that in our subconscious? So that, I don't know, was it meant to play down the part of, don't try us because, we're the government? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I can see the code now. I can see stuff that's happening. Matt and I were talking about the Depeche Mode thing. The video about. We were first talking about the E-Team stuff, the starving artist on the 91st floor. And then somehow the Depeche Mode video came up. And, I thought about, I asked him, I said, when did that happen? Because I remember Depeche Mode being popular about 89, 90, And so I immediately thought it had to be 90, which is 11 years from 2001. I even started looking up birthstones because it was done in March of 90. And I started looking up birthstones for those months. And March and September, one is aquamarine and one is sapphire. And on top of the World Trade Center, you have these blue plastic looking, plexiglass things, which kind of look like maybe an aquamarine thing. Anyway, the point is, I just knew. I told him, I said, check the date on that, and I just knew it had to be 11 years till before this happened. And he was more concerned with the fact that they have taken out the that. And I'm not doing that crap. I'm not a Mason, so don't give me shit about that. But they took out the whisper and the hush, and it's banned in the U.S. It's easy to see this stuff now. It's just hard to. Sometimes when you think about, it's like hindsight 2020. When you think about stuff that's already happened, you can kind of figure it out. But you see it for what it is when they lay it out, but you don't know what's going to happen from it. So, all right, guys, I've been talking way too long and I'm holding that clip back too long. So, if you're still with me, here's the clip. All right, guys, have a good one. Please be good to everyone else. I saw a clip of a guy that was a boxer or MMA fighter, and he's yelling out at, they ask him, how's he feeling? What did he do? This and that. And he's yelling to the audience, look, turn to the next guy beside you and tell them that you love them. Because people matter. And even though these people have these screwed up ideas now, people matter. So, don't have a clue who that is. Anyway, alright, guys, have a good one. Please be good to everyone else, and take care, and don't forget about the volume thing. Take care, guys.
Okay, people, Mad Boy here. I was not wanting to believe that the AFC, that the NFL is rigged, but I've been doing a lot of research, and it looks like it's entertainment, folks. Sunday's game, AFC Championship game, fourth quarter, this play stuck out to me like a sore thumb. 2 minutes, 13 seconds left. Jacksonville's driving. They're at the 38. They're rolling, steamrolling the Patriots, and this play happens. And it is, to me, pretty obvious that this game is rigged. I'm going to play it at full speed, and then I'm going to slow it down and show you exactly what I'm talking about. Even Fournette's eyeballs are looking somewhere else, but just watch the play. You can't really tell from that angle that what was going on, but then I can't believe CBS did a replay, and then they got stuck because you hear Jim Nantz and Tony Romo talk about something retarded. But watch the ball, watch his hands. I mean, this is the AFC Championship game. You're crying at the end of the game saying you're not going to the Super Bowl, and then you're not even trying to stick your hands out to catch the ball, because if he catches that ball, he is gone. And right there, to me, shows that this is fake. I mean, come on. Big time fake. He wasn't even trying to catch that ball. I'll keep recording videos. I'll keep putting them out there. Please watch, subscribe, and go.